What is it going to take? Mm. But that's what you didn't ask. What you didn't ask was, what's it going to take? Here's the thing. Every time I apply for other positions, I never get called back. I guess my question is, should I pursue that new position or should I just give up on that employer and pursue other opportunities elsewhere? I'd like to stay with that employer since I have health insurance through them and I really need my insurance. Okay, so I get why you'd want to stay. And jumping ship is, disloyal, and it makes sense to try and make a go of things where you are. So good impulses. But yeah, so the question boils down really to, why aren't I getting these transfers that I'm asking for? What is it going to take? Mm. But that's what you didn't ask. What you didn't ask was, what's it going to take? Here's the thing. Fate has an interest in what we do. When I'm going back and forth with my guides, I'm often saying, guys, come on, can we make this thing happen in my life? And they're like, yeah, that's the plan. But there's always a but. And that but has everything to do with me having to change something in me, having to change something inside of myself, have to change something in my life. Same with you, man. Same with you. Same with you. You are going to need to make a change in your life if you want this transfer, because right now, one thing that you need to understand about yourself, I've been this guy, by the way, that I'm about to describe, so this is not a judgment on my part. But you need to understand about yourself that other people know you better than you know you. People see right through you. They see what's in your heart and in your soul. Maybe not quite that deep, but they understand what you're thinking and feeling when you're at work. They get it. There's no mystery about who you are and how you are. And so if you're going to work and you hate it there, you hate your role, that's all they see. They don't want to promote someone or transfer someone or deal with someone who's complaining all the time or who seems miserable all the time. They just don't want to deal with it. So if you really want to do well in another department, start rocking it at this department. But there's something else. I mean, like you really need to start demonstrating that you're ready for that transfer. And it can't be just like a good interview. You need to create the impression with your direct reports, your direct supervisor, that you're ready. They need to be your advocate. Here's what I need you to do. Assume the interview process is a sham. They'll look at your application and throw it in the garbage, that none of it counts, and that the only thing that's going to work is if they go to your supervisor, ask your supervisor, would they be good in this role? Your supervisor says yes. Impress your supervisor. Impress them. Make them happy. If you can do that, if you can be a joy to be around, if you can make your supervisor super happy that you walked in the door that day because you have a positive attitude, because you're fun to be around, because you took feedback and said it back to them in a way that indicated you understood and then took action to demonstrate, hey, look, I'm doing that thing we talked about, then these transfers become easy. And I also want to reflect back one other thing that we started with, which is I am not getting a sense that you should move to another company. It would always be the same. So it would be the same thing. You'd have to go through the same process. There's nothing unusual or weird going on. There's no conspiracy against you. There is no conspiracy against you. And there's nothing unusually dysfunctional about the people who are controlling things and pulling the strings. So this is about you showing your quality and stepping up. And it's 90% attitude and only 10% performance. But I really get the sense that it is attitude. Make people relieved that you walked in the door because you're cheery, you're fun, and you listen. And you indicate you're listening by saying what they've said back to them and then saying, I love it, and acting on it, and then demonstrating you've acted on it. These are things that they're going to respond to. But stay where you are, because I think you can do it. I think you got it in you to really rock this. I'm trying to sort of dig and see if there's anything else. Pardon me, I'm sorry. There's like a whole bunch of these all at once. Your second last one, I apologize for that too. It's just the way it all rolled in. You know what? I got the sense that there's just something else that I haven't said that you need to hear. So I'm going to pull some cards. So more reflections on what I've said. A lot of your emotions that you think you're hiding, you are not hiding at all. You need to appreciate that everyone knows how you feel better than you know how you feel. Really be keenly aware of the fact that everyone knows what you're thinking. It's right there. It's everywhere. They're not missing it. Adjust accordingly. And yes, at home, you can go ahead and have nightmares about things, but when you get back to work, turn that frown upside down. Bit of that. Oh, and one other really important thing that I guess I didn't say, and I'm getting the signal that this was the missing piece. Here it is. When other people succeed, you have to be the champion of congratulating them. When other people succeed, you have to be excited about their success. This is huge. This is huge. This is big. You might not get the next opportunity, but if you can be genuinely excited for someone else's success, that will be a piece of the puzzle that was missing, a major piece of the puzzle that was missing, that will show that you weren't faking it, that you weren't faking this positive attitude, that you were genuinely on the right team, on everyone's team. Because if you can't be happy that someone else succeeded, you're not a team member. You're just out for yourself. And screw you. That covers it. Hope you found that helpful. Hope you found that helpful. Hope that this rolls around in your head. Because the thing that I'm getting about this is that you're resisting right now. That a lot of what I've said so far, you have been kind of going, nuh-uh. You don't understand what assholes they are. Getting a lot of that. Please transcend that and realize that everyone sees your attitude. Everyone sees it. But you can't, you have it in you. You have it in you. See, here's the thing. You have in your mind an idea of who you will become when things go your way. Be that person right now, because you have this positive, beautiful, wonderful, pleasure to be around and work with person. It's like it's right there, and you're protecting them and sealing them off because life is happening, circumstances. Screw life, screw circumstances. Be that person today, and it'll all come together. And that's it. Thanks for your time.